Ostara or Jostr is the goddess of spring in Germanic mythology, a sister branch of Norse mythology. According to folk beliefs, Ostara is the one who brings the warm spring breeze. She brings the birds back, awakens all species, hundreds of flowers bloom, trees sprout, all species mate. Accompanying Ostara is her pet Easter bunny, carrying a basket of colorful Easter eggs painted with natural ingredients such as chili peppers, dandelions. Rabbits are fertile animals, eggs are a symbol of birth. Both rabbits and eggs represent the proliferation of all living things. There is a folk tale that says that one spring Ostara arrived late, and when he arrived he saw a small bird frozen to death on the ground. The snow is cold, the wings are frozen. She was heartbroken when she realized that because of her, the bird could no longer fly high, so she turned it into a snow hare and gave it the ability to run fast to avoid the hunter. Because it was once a bird, she gave this special rabbit the ability to lay colorful eggs, which she gave to children every spring. Anglo-Saxons and Germans living in Germany once honored her during spring festivals in April every year, but this tradition gradually disappeared over time, especially since Christian pastors in England combined the holiday named after her, Easter Day, with the Easter Day of Christ, Lord Jesus, and observe this holiday as a holiday in the name of God. Therefore, the owner of this holiday was forgotten on the very holiday named after her, and even her existence was a subject of debate in academic circles for several centuries. Easter became one of the most misunderstood gods in history. 1. Germanic mythology. Germany is the English name for today and number 39. Germany. But that name actually has a broader meaning than that. Germans are a large ethnic group in Europe, living mainly in Western and Northern Europe, stretching from Germany, France, Switzerland, the Netherlands, Denmark, Norway to today and number 39, Great Britain. Germanic mythology is Germanic mythology, which can be divided into three main branches due to cultural and historical differences between Germanic groups. Norse mythology, Norway, or commonly known as Norse mythology, is the world and number 39's largest and most popular branch of mythology. In addition, many Norse gods are also worshipped by the Anglo-Saxons or continental Germans, due to the cultural interference of the Germanic peoples, such as Odin, known to the Germans as Woden, Thor, Tyr, the British call it Tiw, the Germans call it Zhu. Anglo-Saxons mythology of the Anglo-Saxons, who first lived mainly in Denmark, then invaded and became the main people of Older Brother. Continental Germanic mythology is a collection of myths of many Germanic tribes living on the continent. However, the Anglo-Saxons and continental Germanic groups left behind a very poor mythological heritage, partly because the prosperity of Christianity erased and transformed the ancient gods. Mainly we only know them. About the and quat, playing cards and quat. Gods from the Norse pantheon such as Woden, Thor, Tiw, and a few other personal gods that are not mentioned much like Ostara, Beduhenna, Haritha, Synth Gunt, Saxnot. Ostara, German, or Easter, Jostr, Old English, is the goddess of spring among the Anglo-Saxons and continental Germans. 2. Doubts about the existence of Ostara, Jostr. The only ancient document that still mentions the name of Jostr is the work in Quat, The Reckoning of Time and Quat, by the Anglo-Saxon monk Bede in the 8th century. In it, he wrote that on the Sunday before or after the spring equinox, the Anglo-Saxons held a feast in the name of the goddess Eostre, and April was then called Eostre month. When Christianity was introduced, the holiday of Eostre was incorporated into the Day of Jesus and number 39, Resurrection, and has since been commemorated as a traditional Christian day. However, Bede and number 39's account is the only source mentioning Eostre, Ostara before Christianity. God is popular. So many scholars suspect that the character Eostre may have been invented by Bede, not necessarily that she was real. This debate has been going on for centuries. 3. Vindicate Ostara. Some scholars have stood up to and vindicate and the existence of Ostara. Notably, the research on German mythology by scholar Jacob Grimm, co-author of the famous Grimm and number 39's fairy tales. Through linguistic evidence, Grimm pointed out that, in Norse mythology, there are a male god of light named Ostri, transformed into a female form, Ostra, and that may be the origin of the name Ostara through linguistic change. In addition, there are other scholars who point out the connection between Ostara, Eostre, and some dawn gods in other myths. In short, according to Grimm, Ostara, Eostre was truly worshipped by the people, her feast day, before turning into a real Easter of Jesus. These studies are still widely accepted today. 4. Ostara, the goddess of spring. So now we can summarize what we know about the Germanic goddess of spring Ostara. Ostara is the one who brings the warm wind of spring. She brings the birds back, awakens all species, hundreds of flowers bloom, trees sprout, all species mate. Dew water and spring water are Ostara and number 39's holy water. Washing with it will help people regain spring. Ostara and number 39's handmaidens are sent to the stream to fetch water every spring. Like spring, she is capricious, innocent and full of vitality. Accompanying Ostara is her pet Easter bunny, carrying a basket of colorful Easter eggs painted with natural ingredients. Like chili peppers, dandelions. Rabbits are fertile animals, eggs are a symbol of birth. Both rabbits and eggs represent the proliferation of all living things. There is a folk tale that says that one spring Ostara arrived late, and when he arrived, he found a small bird frozen to death on the cold snow, its wings frozen. She was heartbroken when she realized that because of her, the bird could no longer fly high, so she turned it into a snow hare and gave it the ability to run fast to escape. Because it used to be a bird, she gave this special rabbit the ability to lay colorful eggs, which she gave to children every spring. Thank you for joining us for today's fairy tale. We hope these stories bring joy and meaning to your day. If you love our channel, please hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any exciting tales. Wishing you a good night and sweet dreams. See you in the next story.